Okay, we should be active. So, hello everybody watching this in the future. Give me just a moment, please, and I will start posting the link places. Jacob is here early, ahead of time, which is very nice.
Yeah.
Copy. Put that there. Let's see, post that there. Post it here.
Why is there a Terraria graphic novel? Fucking.
I don't know, why is there a Terraria graphic novel? What the fuck is this? Oh god.
I don't know, but they've got two people with bows on like the cover art, and their form is like perfect. you love to see it.
Hi, Gumger. You are, as usual, early to the party. Are you subscribed? Is that how you see me when I start streaming?
Probably, I would if I had to guess.
Anyway, we're putting on the art glove. Oh, you sure am. Well, that's very cool. Thank you. All right, look at that, everybody. We got the art glove on. We're doing art. By doing art, I mean we're wrestling with this tablet because there's something. It's very strange and it's weird and I'm not used to it.
Oh, is this an art stream?
I mean, until I decide to play video games later, yeah. But it's weird, it's strange, I'm not super used to it, but we're gonna figure it out together.
Which tablet is this?
This is the Gaomon, like P16 something. It's the one I just got in the mail. Which is like the big deal. It's the one that like really matters. Because it has a screen on it, which is super cool. I feel like I should put on music or something.
Man,
hold on. I'm gonna put like music in the background. I'm gonna just put on one of my playlists and like low. I don't know if you guys are really gonna hear it, but it's good for me. There we go. That's the good shit right there, boys. Yeah. This is an old Chevelle CD that I burned in 2013, and I decided to recreate it in on Spotify.
You're probably going to get instantaneously automatically DMCA'd off of YouTube by their automatic detection system.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't know what the rules are for.
Should I turn this off?
Yeah, I would.
We
need to figure out. We need to figure out.
Hold on.
What people play on their streams, because I know there's like playlists out there that you can play that are fine, for sure. Because people do it, so obviously there has to be some out there that are safe.
There we go. Hold on, I've got something here. Should I put on just like... There we go. Dungeon synth.
Dude, I don't know if it's like eye strain or what. Like, these fucking last couple of days, I've gotten like really frustrating headaches.
If you're gonna put in music, make sure it's royalty free. You'll get taken out by the 40k assassins. I've got like a random playlist of like dungeon synth on YouTube. I seriously doubt that's gonna get me fucking stricken.
Yeah, that one's probably fine. And even if you get fucking DMCA'd or whatever, it's not really that big of a deal.
What does that mean? Just like the stream gets taken down, or does it mean I can't make it?
Yeah, so the way that it works is there's like two things that can happen. You can get DMCA'd, which just means that whatever the content is, any proceeds from it get funneled into whoever owns whatever the thing is that's being copyrighted.
Okay. Well, I'm not
And
trying to
that
make money here, so.
that obviously doesn't really matter. The other one is, and this is way more rare and a lot harder to pull off, is the copyright strike. And if you get like 3 copyright strikes within a period of time, then your channel gets deleted.
Okay. Oh,
But you have to fuck up really bad to get a copyright strike.
no, well then we'll avoid that one. All right, boys, it's time to try and draw something. We've got the opacity down low.
90 something.
So I'm trying to like figure out how to draw and also keep the mic like near my mouth at the same time. Come on. Is this on? Are we? Pen, why aren't you working? Why is the pen not working? Oh, great. Oh, is it because I don't have the Galmon driver thing open? That would be really weird if I have to open the like driver program every single time I draw, but whatever. Open, you stupid program. Thank you. Okay, that does work now. It works now. That's the trick. That's a very weird trick, but that's the trick. This is the big question. Now what?
What do you mean now? What?
I guess the question I was asking myself is now what do I draw? But I guess I won't know until I start drawing something, and we'll see what comes out of it. Oh god, I need to look up a reference real quick.
Oh, what should I fucking eat? I'm tired of maintaining my corporeal form.
Have you not eaten anything yet?
I mean, I ate a little bit earlier. I just now got hungry again to eat something. What time is it? It's a while before dinner. Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, so what are you guys up to today? I mean, I just got off work, which was actually kind of rad because work got off at a reasonable hour. That doesn't usually happen to me. Playing a bit of Terraria. Oh, that's cool. This is the weird part when I like move my pen around. You see my pen's not matched up with where you see that right now. I have to like sometimes I have to take my pen and like guide it. I guess like I kind of gotta take the pen and like move it, like slowly move the cursor closer to the pen before I can actually start drawing. It's kind of strange. I got the Dishonored series for a banger price. Hell yeah. Is my webcam like not working for you guys? Is it being weird? The cam is frozen? Okay, we're gonna just turn it off then. If it's being stupid, it's being stupid. We're not gonna bother with it. I don't feel like messing around and like fucking around with that. Apologies if you guys like really, really, really enjoyed seeing my face there. Come on, behave. There we go. Decided to just be really weird there for a second again. I don't know, some people who are like really familiar with a certain video game might be able to try to guess what I'm trying to draw, but like...
Certain people.
Hey, Inky! What up, buddy?
Do you want me to help you fix the thing?
No, I don't... Oh, let me move some stuff around real quick. I think... How do I say this? Oh, hi, Naomi.
Are you a VTuber yet?
Am I a VTuber? I suppose I could be if you wanted. Yeah, it is a Destiny character. Whoever Gumger. It's an EXO. I'm trying to draw an EXO. Thank you. And Naomi, they're here as well. For people who don't know, Ink is a friend of mine in my server, and Naomi is my girlfriend. Oh shit! I introduced those in the wrong order. I was gonna do a bit. I was gonna say that Naomi is my girlfriend and Ink is one of the server bottoms.
Lamo.
No, I think I realized, Ink. I think it's just on something that it does on purpose.
No.
What?
That is not how that was supposed to happen.
What?
It should not just go to the right hand of your screen. Or
No, you
on
see
your
what happens is,
tablet.
okay, so like you see where my cursor is right now?
Yeah.
If I go down, there you go. Now, you see where it's doing this right now?
Yeah.
On my screen, my pen is only about halfway down the screen, but for some reason it thinks that my cursor is down at the bottom of the window. I don't know how to fix that.
That's
You
gonna
have
sound
the-
dumb, but have you tried like recalibrating it?
Yes, I've recalibrated it several times.
Hold on. Do you have the Gaomon application?
Yes.
I don't know if you can even open it on the stream because I need to see how it's functioning.
Give me a moment.
And I'll plug mine in. Let me plug mine in so I can show you what I mean. 'Cause it might. I think it should be. I think I know what the issue is because I've had that happen to me.
Oh, God damn it. Okay. Ink, you're looking at it.
Yeah. So under the pencil icon on the left side, you see screens.
Yeah.
You click on. Let's see what's in there. See how it's placing itself instead of where it should. Workspace. So, where is the drawing? Oh, what? Because how
Well,
it's supposed to...
Covering it up.
Yeah, that's... Try to see how it's supposed to look like on your other screen. Why am I not able to see?
Because you can only see one of my monitors at the same time, Ink.
No, I'm just talking about my own tablet. I can't see how to plug it in. I'm trying to plug in my own tablet. There we go. Plugging mine in.
I'm wondering if I should set it to full area or screen ratio, because those are the only two buttons that I have available.
Yeah, I mean, they're kind of just does it automatically, but I mean, they're just buttons. They're not really settings that you enable or disable.
Yeah, I know.
Haters will
shit
say
sucks.
this is fake, but I'm back.
Oh shit. It's fake. Need the resolution of
Yeah,
this
no,
stuff.
Gumgr, I'm just trying to warm up a little bit. By warm up, I mean I'm trying to, like... I don't know, man.
Because the way that makes sense to me is that because it's not only just jumping, but the screen's not on the same. What you see on the tablet, it's for some reason taking a picture of the wrong thing and shifting it left or right or up and down. And it just jumps.
Oh, whatever, man. I'm tired. I'm just trying to fucking draw, and I'll worry about the technical shit later. I'm sorry, Ink. I can't care right now. I know you're trying to help. I appreciate it a lot, but, like...
Yeah, first you gotta mess around with it a little bit. Figure out the shit.
Like, I appreciate the fact that you're trying to do your best, but I'm not in the correct mindset to, like, actually do technical shit.
Fair enough.
Because if you want me to do anything, like, actually technical, I need to, like, have a fucking day to prepare. Like, oh, great, I get to do troubleshooting.
Whoa, did Lubov put out a video essay? Hold on.
Lubov is working on a video essay. I think she said that it is, I think she said that it's...
25 minutes? Bitch about to put me out of a job!
Is she fucking hitting you with some shit?
Dude, she's hitting us with some shit.
That's very cool. Should I watch it and react to it live on stream?
Yes.
I don't see why not. I don't know if her audio quality is gonna be that good though.
Do you think she'd kill herself, or, like...
No. She's pushing. There's nothing you could do to get her to kill herself.
Hey, Freddy, baby. Hi, kitten.
I'm gonna be back in a minute. I'm gonna look up my Payday mods before I want to contribute again.
Probably a good idea. Jacob, are you trying to watch?
Actually, yeah, I'm kind of scrolling through right now to see.
What's the word?
The only thing that she needs is like a dedicated audio setup. She needs a mic really bad, but I mean, other than that, I think we're good to go.
Cool. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw for a little while longer until I get tired, and then I'm gonna watch her. And then I'm gonna watch her thing for the bit.
The most important thing when it comes to putting out your first video is just doing it. Like you have to just do it. Because if you people are always like, oh, what should I do to like for what like software do? I'm like, don't just fucking do it. Like that's step one. Step two is figuring out what you need to do to make it better.
Just get screamed at by whoever that one meme guy is. Just do it
Yeah.
very
Shia
loudly.
LaBeouf.
That one meme guy? Are you fucking
Yes.
disrespecting Shia LaBeouf?
How
Yes,
dare you.
because apparently I don't remember shit.
Inky's just sitting here not knowing who Shia LaBeouf is.
Do it.
Ugh. God damn it, dude.
Oh,
Okay.
goodbye.
What?
Like
Someone just left.
oh, there's
my-
Naomi.
I have two conflicting pieces of advice about making content. One is just do it, and the second one is do it right the first time. And your job as a content creator is to hermetically unify those opposites somehow.
Isn't that also like by finding your niche?
Sometimes
Yeah.
the niche finds you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because
Also true.
Jacob wanted to be like a chamois style funny man, basically. But it didn't end up that way. It turns out Jacob's niche was like esoterica and like occultism in video games.
The thing about like, I don't think that like doing game reviews like lends itself to comedy as much as people make it seem like it does.
Turns out Joy was just an insanely talented writer,
Yes.
despite being really annoying about it the whole
Because
time.
most people that do like game reviews are like me and Mandalore, where we're not really like funny for the whole video, but there's just like bits in there every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while, you get somebody like Shammy or Yahtzee or like Seth who are consistently funny through the entire thing, but it's more rare. The shit that people really liked in my videos is when I would tie together real life inspirations for stuff that was going on in games. People really like that shit a lot.
I think people just like seeing the inspiration behind something.
Yeah, it's always nice to see where it came from.
So for the people who are in the chat, I haven't actually drawn anything in like 10 years. It's been a very long time since I've picked up the pen.
Once you get going on this tablet, and once you look up like brush settings and stuff, I think you'll pick it up pretty fast.
I mean, I'm already learning a little bit as far as somewhere I read the suggestion to, instead of drawing on a white background, draw on a black background. And that is already immensely, like, it just feels better. It like looks it's better to look at it.
Yeah, it's like a fucking blow your eyes out.
Yeah, it's not gonna blow my eyes out, and like I feel like I can like play around with negative space easier. So like if anything you guys see here looks bad, it's because I literally haven't done this in like a decade.
I don't think it's better. I still think it's better than mine.
I appreciate that. I'm just saying that, like, I'm doing that thing I do when I, like, judge my gameplay really harshly. And people are like, Tim, you're fine at the game. And I'm like, cool, thanks. But, like, I'm still going to judge the gameplay very harshly.
Also, is YouTube chat just slower?
It might be. I mean, my chat's kind of slow. These guys aren't super talkative.
I think Tim also has his stream delay set a little bit higher, which is not that big of a deal because chat's not super interactive anyway. But
no, I have my delay set to the minimum.
Do you? It seemed like the delay was maybe it was my dumbass.
No, you had your delay set really high. I have my delay set to the shortest delay that
Seemed like
OBS
it seemed
will
like
give
the delay
me.
was pretty long when you were playing Monster Hunter, but that might have just been me like pausing the stream and then forgetting.
It could have been.
No, the reason why I ask is because you guys are seeing messages that I don't see on my end. I'm just like, what?
I'm not looking at my YouTube chat. I'm looking at the chat on the OBS program.
Well, but
Ink, I'm trying to tell you, I don't know what YouTube's doing to you.
yeah, that's why I kind of stopped. I'm like,
Like, yeah, I don't know what you're seeing on YouTube because I'm literally not looking at YouTube.
I think YouTube should probably be illegal.
Probably. Can't be good for society, right? Also, what do you guys think of my cat?
it's nice.
Probably help if I looked at it.
My style is like really scratchy.
I like the scratch style. I can't do it, but I like it.
I'm really envious of people who do like full paintings and shit. Like
I thought you're like, if anything looks bad, it's because I haven't drawn in 10 years, and I like just go into like a fucking, to my standards, basically perfect drawing of a cat.
I mean I have it. That is true. I've not drawn in like 10 years. Actually, Ink, that is a good question. Gumgurgle points out at the upper channel of your or at the upper bit of your chat window, does it say top chat or live chat?
I already tested that. It didn't make a difference.
Oh,
okay.
I'm an idiot. Mine says top chat.
Oh, maybe. Okay, maybe it was live chat then. Maybe.
You
Email
want to have
chat's-
it. You want to have it set to live chat. Live chat's what you want.
I think that is probably it. Yeah, because top chat. I had it on top chat this entire time, and I guess like it just wasn't updating it like live chat. So I was like very confused when you said something, you answering something. It's like what?
But Snake, did y'all hear about that? Do you guys hear about the streamer who broke her back at TwitchCon?
I
heard about it. I heard about it in the general sense. They tried to do a foam pit, but instead of doing a foam pit, they just put like a layer of foam blocks on top of concrete.
I'm really interested to see how this plays out legally, because it could go one of two ways. Way number one is that they're found liable and have to pay her money. Way number two is that they had some kind of a warning on a sign somewhere, and that like technically protects them from being liable. And I don't know when it's going to be yet.
There's a lot of perspective and angle there when it comes to finding out who has. It's whether or not you fulfilled your duty. Is the like standard, I think, and like if there's a sign but it's like not somewhere practically visible nearby the ball pit or nearby the foam pit in question, then like it's very easy to argue in a court of law that you did not fulfill your duty to your like guests.
Yeah.
So
From what I saw, I thought it was at Twitch event, but wasn't the foam pit like Sony and something?
it was literally just like a layer, like a single layer of
who
like,
was representing
Yeah,
that area?
it was like somebody who wasn't technically part of TwitchCon, I think. They were like a weird subsidiary. They're like some kind of a booth that was like a company who wasn't part of Twitch.
Yeah.
I don't remember which company though.
I thought he said Sony because I saw a video and was like, oh, that looks like Sony.
Anyway,
So-
I think I'm about done with this cat for now as far as the practice goes. I don't think there's anything more I can add here without just kind of scratching around the screen a bit more. So I guess I should move on to something else. I hate that it's Top Chat by default. I hate it also. Also, Snake says it was Intel who did the foam pit.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so Intel are going to be the ones that are. A lot of people are like. A lot of people seem to think it was Twitch, but Intel are going to be the ones that are liable for it, if anything.
All right,
If
well, there's
that is true.
There's my cat. I hope you guys like my cat. What else am I going to draw? Hold on, I think I know.
Bimkin.
I'm pulling up a reference.
But yeah, no, because it just so happened to be at a Twitch talk. But yeah, no, it's kind of stupid to just kind of lay a single layer.
Yeah, no, the whole thing.
Yeah,
was
it wasn't
just-
very smart. I think. I don't think they were anticipating that people were going to be wilding out in the foam pit, which is dumb because it's TwitchCon, and of course people are going to be doing stupid shit for the content.
Well, also like it's a foam pit.
Yeah, like
But
what
it's
else are you supposed to do with it?
The thing is that there were people watching it happen, like people who were supposed to be part of the stand. I feel like they would have at least known, like, yeah, that's kind of no. They at least should have been like, yeah, no, don't do that, please. Unless TwitchCon is really that wild in which they don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, they do have a history of doing really dumb shit at TwitchCon, like the infamous uncovered drinks meme
Oh god.
from a few years back.
Oh god. Oh god. I forgot about that. As it unlocked a memory.
Like the whole fucking reason that like places don't serve open drinks like that.
It happened. I didn't
Like,
hear about
that's,
that one
like
actually.
that's an industry standard for a reason.
I didn't actually hear about that, about what happened there. So you're
This
telling
was
me
a
that
TwitchCon. It was a TwitchCon a couple years back. I think that might have been pre-COVID.
Most
They
likely.
had like some kind of a bar or a beer garden set up, and they were serving the drinks by just putting like open solo cups on a table.
oh no, guys, you don't do that for a reason.
Yeah, and of course somebody did get roofied, so which is funny for like a lot of reasons, because number one, it's like the exact reason you don't do that like happened immediately. Like fucking it's like how life evolved on Earth the second it was possible. So like that's funny. And the other thing about it that's funny is that that means somebody went to TwitchCon with that thing on them, which is insane.
Oh, someone went to TwitchCon with fucking. They were like, the moment that I get access.
Yeah, like they were like, I have a plan. Which is
They
fucking
really wanted to see it happen.
The moment that someone fucking leaves their shit uncovered, dog.
Like
I am gonna fuck shit up. Someone just like showed up.
it's so fucking crazy how like I swear there are some people out there who like I don't think there's very many of them, but I feel like there's a non-zero amount of people that are just like evil for the sake of being evil. Like
Just
they're not
genuine.
even
They're just genuinely spiteful individuals.
like I think there's some people out there that are actually like mustache twirling, like it's fun to do bad things, like just villains. Because most people that do bad shit, I think fall into the category of like either they've justified it in their head and they think they're actually doing the right thing, or they're like a psychotic lizard and they've run the calculation in their brain that's basically like, I'm God and I'm going to do everything that directly benefits me personally and everybody else can eat shit because I have zero empathy. I think like those two kinds are the most common, but there definitely is every once in a while a guy who's just like, I am manifestly evil.
yeah, I definitely get that vibe that every now and again you do find dudes who are just like, I'm gonna do bad things because I like being a bad guy. It is incredible though, how quickly that guy showed up at TwitchCon.
Exactly. That's what
When
I'm saying.
given the opportunity, he fucking jumped right on it.
It's wild.
Have you guys seen the Chainsaw Man anime yet? No,
No.
I have
Oh,
not.
is it finally out?
I have not.
This episode is out, I believe.
I'm gonna be really
Oh.
honest with you. I haven't been interested. It's not occurred to me to like want to check out
It looks
Chainsaw Man.
sick. I want to see an adaptation of that guy's. So the same guy who did Chainsaw Man did another one called Fire Punch that looks insane.
I want to catch up on Gundam, The Witch from Mercury. I want to catch up on Witch from Mercury, and I also want to get around finally to watching Hathaway, Gundam Hathaway, because my boyfriend tells me it's actually pretty good.
So the setup for Fire Punch is it's like post-apocalypse, and some people have like a specific amount of like basically like X-Men type powers. And there's like several different ones that you can get, and then there's like whole populations of people that have like the one mutation. So there's like a population of people that have like the healing power or whatever. And the main character is a guy who has the healing factor, and his village gets raided by a guy who has like the fire powers,
Right.
and he gets set on fire, and since his body perpetually regenerates and the guy's flame won't burn out until the thing it's burning is dead, he's just permanently on fire. And he goes through this whole like fucking Paradise Lost style meme where he's just on fire for 8 years before his body like adjusts to being able to like adapt to being on fire. And then after that, the revenge story starts.
This sounds like a Metal Gear boss.
Yeah.
It is. Isn't it? I think it is.
Yes, if you just took the pain but made him on fire instead of covered in bees.
I mean,
Again,
the Fury was like kind of on fire, but I don't
But
think he was
again,
like.
this is why Kojima is one of the best to ever do it, because he's like, most people would be like, what if you needed a character who was perpetually in pain? Most people would be like, oh, well, we could like set him on fire. We could like put a thing in him, like in the new Hellraiser. He could have like nerve stimulants, like in the Dune box. Kojima's like, no, he's covered in bees. Genius.
If any of you in the chat can guess which Gundam I'm drawing, you get a cookie.
Oh, Vinland Saga was a thing. I
Oh,
rem-
That was a
I had to
misclick.
catch up on that. I had to catch up on Vinland Saga. I
That
don't
was a
remember where I
misclick.
left off though. I've been stuck in like other manga and stuff.
I should say which Gundam I'm trying to draw.
Someone's
Is it
saying
Zeta?
it's-
No, it's not Zeta. Close though, but it's not Zeta. I can see where you would get that because I'm doing the cheek. I'm doing the cheek pieces like really sharp, probably sharper than I should be. Yeah, the drawing software has a weapon wheel. Say,
I think most of them do.
what's up? What'd you ask, Jacob?
I think most of them do.
Yeah, most
Yeah,
of
they
them do.
Blender does. That's not even. Well, I guess Blender's an everything program. The people who are developing Blender, they said that their end goal is to get it to where Blender is one piece of software for free, where you can literally do an entire development pipeline for literally anything in one piece of free software. So, like, they want to develop it to the point where you can, like, develop a game in Blender, make all of the 3D and 2D assets in Blender, or like edit an entire movie in Blender. Like they want it to be like a one-stop creative software if it's available for free.
Hi, Naomi. You're back.
Yes, and I made a mistake because half my Steam library is missing, which means I probably didn't plug something back in.
I don't know why I have to erase this multiple times to get it to erase, but whatever.
It's because your eraser's strength is set low. The eraser has opacity too,
Ah.
somewhere.
Oh, it's just because the opacity generally is at like 40%. I'm an iPad cuck, so I wouldn't know. Don't sell yourself short. My boyfriend draws on iPad, and he's a lot better than I am right now.
Yeah, Emma's drawn some bangers on iPad before.
Yeah, don't sell
Emma's-
yourself. Don't sell yourself short.
Emma is a fucking like a savant level artist though.
There you go. That's the Gundam I don't know if there's really all that much I could do without, like, expanding into the body a shit ton, really.
Draw one of the tarot cards.
Draw one of the tarot cards? Okay.
Yeah, do the devil. That's a good one.
All right. I'm going to give you
That one's
guys a
not
little
common.
bit more time to guess which Gundam this is before I draw the devil. Or, you know, what Gundam I tried to draw. I would have thought it would have been kind of easy because it's the only machine, or it's one of the very few machines that has the double V-fin and also that insanely fat fucking top sensor.
You know.
We lost Naomi again. Anyway, I'm gonna look up a reference for the devil while you guys like try to guess. Is it the wing? No, but I drew those cheek pieces really fucking wide. Probably wider than I should have, so I can see why you would think it's the wing. It's not the unicorn either. It's the narrative.
Yeah, I plugged the Windows 7 terabyte drive in instead of the Windows 10 one.
It is Gundam narrative. So actually, Gumgurgul asking if it's unicorn is probably the closest. Yeah, but that is Narrative Gundam. I haven't seen Narrative yet. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. Okay. So we're drawing the devil. The devil card.
That's a good one too, because it doesn't have a lot of detail on it. It only really has like. Let me fucking find it in here. Where is it? Did I get or am I dumb?
The one I'm drawing is it's based on it's based on the same one as like the classic tarot deck that you
The
have.
Rider-Waite Smith deck, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bit more old school, I think. Or it's not a bit more old school. It's a bit more. It's like based on it. But it like
Yeah, 'cause in the original one, you've only got like 3 subjects. I never noticed that there's like some symbolism in the original tarot deck that I don't think anybody really remembers. Like, if you look at the devil, the dude's tail ends with a flame, like a Charmander, and the lady's tail ends with like
what looks like a grapes or
grape
something.
or like
Yeah.
holly.
Yeah.
And like that kind of shit, I've never heard anybody comment on. And I don't think anybody remembers what that shit means. One time I looked up the rules. So the reason they're called tarot cards is because a deck of 78 tarot cards are used to play a game called tarot. I was like looking up the rules to the game one time. Holy shit, it is complicated. God damn.
Hit me
The
with some of
Italians
it.
are on one, dude. I don't even remember. It's like, first of all, you need like either 4 or another number to like get the math to work to even be able to play it. And like I literally don't even remember. I went through the rules like 80 times. I think it's one of those things where like you need to find somebody who knows how to do it to teach you in person.
Well, tomorrow's work shift doesn't sound too bad. Oh, hold on. My phone unplugged. You punk bitch. There we go. If there's one thing actually I do feel pretty comfortable with. It's that back when I was drawing a lot, I got pretty good at scratch representing musculature.
I think the ufology tarot deck is going to be out soon. The guy just posted the art for Judgment, which is like the second to last major arcana. So he's got to be getting close to being done. So on the actual Judgment card, it's a bunch of people underneath of an angel blowing a trumpet, so it's supposed to be like Judgment, like supposed to be like
Like
the
Judgment Day.
Yeah. And on the UFO card art, it's a bunch of like military and commercial pilots on the ground with a UFO above them.
That's actually very cool.
Jacob,
Yeah.
so you said no one really knew what the tails means?
Yeah.
I found something that's saying that the grapes and fire represent pleasure and lust.
Okay.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, no. That's what.
Because I
Both
know
of
some of the stuff, like if you look at the High Priestess, behind her on the tapestry there's pomegranates, because pomegranates are a symbol for the spirit world because of the Persephone myth. So there's a lot of like kind of like semi-esoteric symbols. Another one is on the Death card. Death is holding a flag, and I'm not sure what the hell that flag is supposed to be.
Let me see.
It looks kind of like one of the War of the Roses flags, but it's all black.
Having a very normal one drawing two snakes kiss.
Okay, I'm reading here the flag is meant to be like beauty, purification, immortality, and number 5 just represents change.
Oh, fucking numerology nerds, dude.
Together, these symbols reveal that death isn't about just about life ending. Death is about endings and beginnings, birth and rebirth, change and transformation.
Yeah, the
There's
death
the-
card. The death card is about natural cycles. It's not actually about death.
Yeah, it's probably not this, but
The
that's
only- The only card in out of the 78 cards that's kind of objectively bad every time it comes up is the 3 of Hearts. The rest of them are fine usually. But the 3 of Hearts is very difficult to spin as a positive unless it's inverted. And most tarot card people now are cowards and don't even use inverted cards.
This guy's like Sathclock legs are like really fucked up and hard to draw, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's like hairy goat legs. Or is he wearing like a robe in that one?
It's like Sathclock. It's like Sathclock. Oh god. Sackcloth
Oh, okay.
in the version that I have here.
I don't think I've ever heard of inverted cards. I've heard reverse, but never inverted.
Well, reverse
Same
and
thing.
inverted mean the same thing.
Oh,
It's just when they come out upside down.
okay. Then that's exactly what my friend does because he actually does tarot card reading.
Yeah.
If only they were on. They're usually a night person, but they're not on. I could have asked some questions actually to them.
Well, you know. It is what it is.
I learned all the I watched a bunch of videos and learned all the cards, but I don't actually do like readings for people. Although I've been present for tarot card readings, and I can guarantee you I would do a significantly better job than most of the dipshits that are getting paid way too much money to do tarot readings.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. I mean, okay. I don't want to sound Because actually, no, they shouldn't be paid. Most people don't. The friend I have, they don't. They just do it because they want to do it.
Usually in the paranormal community, and the spirituality community, if somebody's asking for money, that's typically a bad sign. I feel like some people get a little bit of a pass because if they're doing it correctly, they're doing like a performance, and that's what you're really paying for is the performance. Like, if there's a really good tarot reader that is like really engaging and energetic and can like make it fun, do the party trick, I think that's worth getting paid a little bit of money at a booth. But when it comes to like fucking magnetic healers, then I'm like, okay, you probably shouldn't be charging money for this. Also, a lot of
Well,
like
there are
spiritual
some
shit.
people for whom it's like their religion and that kind of like have
Yeah,
something like being a priest or whatever in their religion, and it's like how they make all of their income.
right. It's like instead of putting $20 in the offering plate when it comes around, you're giving money to your local like medium.
Kinda, I'm mostly thinking of, I can't remember the proper name, but it's like the American spiritualists or something.
Yeah, the spiritualism movement of the late 19th century, or I guess the entire 19th century.
Something like that. But I know that like I think quite a few of them now live in like a kind of town. I think it's in, like Casadega or something. But like that community is sort of fairly closed, invite only as far as living there goes. I think that like people can go there, but it's all kind of sustained, or a lot of it's like sustained from people going there and paying for various things.
Yeah, I think that would be another good example of it, because if it's like kind of a place that you can go and like be immersed in it, and pay for like readings and stuff, then I think what you're really paying for is the experience. I think a lot of like spiritualist stuff is basically boils down to unlicensed therapy also. Like, if you've ever been in like a long, expensive tarot reading, it literally is just like unlicensed therapy. Or spicy psychology, as Amy would say. Dude, speaking of which, when is the fucking next goddamn Newkirk documentary coming out so that I can start working on my manifesto?
God, I thought they had that shit coming out ages ago. I assumed you were just delaying for whatever reason.
We're getting close. There's no way I wouldn't watch that like the minute it came out.
No, but I thought you were just like delaying your video, basically.
I just realized time. I've got a raid starting session later.
What's up, baby? Oh, okay, you got a raid. All right, bye, love.
I'll see you later.
Bye, baby.
Bye bye.
Oh, Greg Newkirk's little brother died. That's depressing.
That is very... Yeah, I saw that. I commented on that. That sucks a lot. Oh, I fucked that leg up so bad, dude. Holy shit.
So... Moment of Contact, it comes out like in a couple of weeks too, which I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, Dana Newkirk's description on Twitter says new project coming October 31st. If I had to guess, that's probably the Crone. Wait, do people actually think Alex Jones is a billionaire? Hang on. Hold on. We need to fucking get ahead of this right now. There is a 0 chance that man has that money.
Okay. So, Jacob,
Yeah.
there you go. The devil.
Nice. That's actually pretty good.
Thank you.
Does he only have the one hand up?
Oh, yeah, he only has the one hand up. I forgot to draw the rest of it. Sorry. He has like a torch here. He has like a torch here that he's like holding down. Hold on. It's doing that thing where it's like hitting some weird invisible barrier I can't see. I need to move the drawing up. Yeah, he has some weird like torch here, and it has the fire like upside down. Like that.
Yeah, he's like sort of doing.
The only thing I missed here is that in the version I'm looking at, he's spreading wings, and there's a bunch of like skulls and bones in the ground at the people's feet.
He's doing the same thing that the magician is doing in
Like as above,
the
so
magician
below.
card, but he has the wand in the below hand instead of the above hand.
All right, there you guys. There you guys go. Tarot card number 15, the devil. My very poor scratch rendition as we try to get some practice in on this thing and get used to using it. I think I have maybe one more in me, and then my hand is gonna want a bit of a rest, so I'm gonna like start playing a video game. So let's see if there's anything else that I'm just like really
need
vibing on super hard that I want to
Call
draw.
my mom at some point
You should,
today. What time is it?
you should always call your mom.
Not always.
Oh, I know what I'll draw. I know what I'll do for the last one. Okay, we know what's good. We know what's up.
I've convinced 2 more people in the Discord to start reading the Mothman prophecies.
Hell yeah. Hopefully they found it a lot more entertaining than I did.
I know one of them did. Carbon forgot to download it as an audiobook, so he's fucked. But the other person that was reading it is really liking it.
Good. I'm glad to hear that I'm the exception to that.
I don't know how you didn't get hooked by that fucking first, like, couple paragraphs.
I listened to it for like a good 4 hours. I got pretty far in there before I put it down and decided it was just boring. It wasn't one of those things where I like listened to it a little bit and then like said fuck it. Like I gave it a genuine honest to God try.
And then after they're done with that, I'm gonna tell them to go through flying saucer to the center of your mind.
You're gonna
Which is
just
significantly less coherent than the Mothman prophecies.
you're just gonna get people like really addicted on all your.
I need to get Secret Cipher of the Euphonauts and read through that. I think that's basically Alan Greenfield's take on like numerology. But I need to get it. What the fuck is the ACA?
The American Center for something.
Hey, here's something fucked up that I learned recently.
What's up?
You know the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League?
Yeah.
You know how the ADL kind of gets accused of basically being like a propaganda wing for Israel?
Sure.
Because they like fudge a lot of the. So like here's an example, because I have to be really clear with my examples here to not sound like a neo-Nazi. here's an example. So the ADL puts out a report of like how many like anti-Semitic crimes happened in a year or whatever, right?
Right.
So they don't actually do like anything journalistic to determine when like something like that has been committed. So if I were to call the ADL right now and say, "Hey, I live in this town and I just drove by this building and there's a swastika on it," they would just be like, "Oh, hey, thanks," and put that down as like a hate event. So their statistics are massively inflated by like them doing no follow up or like even like the absolute bare minimum to like check if anybody is not just like calling them to say crazy shit.
Right.
But here's so that's like one of the ways they do it. But here's the most insane part about the ADL. Their official stance, the official organization stance, is that Israel is not an apartheid state,
Oh, pardon me?
which goes against like uh pretty much the estimation of every like there are human rights groups in Israel that classify Israel as an apartheid state. So like that is insane.
Yeah, no, that is genuinely fucking wild that you could like look at Israel and just go, yeah, no, everything that they're doing there, that's normal. That's good.
That all looks fine.
Yeah, that all looks just fine.
Like every year, what is it like every year the UN does a vote on like whether or not Israel is like committing crimes against humanity or whatever, and the vote doesn't pass because only Israel and the United States vote it down every year.
Yeah, yeah. We're pretty consistently like our votes with Israel are pretty consistently lockstep for like fucking over UN like resolutions.
Yeah, it's pretty nutty.
We're very good at it. It's something we do a lot. We're practiced.
I think something crazy happened in Ukraine today.
I think something crazy happens in Ukraine every day they're at war.
No, like more crazy than normal, like a big thing.
Oh.
I think happened today. Let me see if I can find it again.
I hate when I hit that invisible barrier on like the lower half of my screen. It's such a pain in the ass.
Let me see. Hang on. Let me refresh this and see what that looks like. Gomer Girl, are you saying you watched the Mothman Prophecies movie? The movie's not very good.
Could any of you guys guess who this dude is yet?
I can't tell what is in his other hand.
He's just holding up his hand.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit. Just doing that weird thing again.
Here.
That's just his hand. He's like holding up his hand in like a halt signature, and then
Yeah,
the
I
other
see it
hand is
now.
just kind of like at rest in front of his cock because that's what he's doing in the reference image that I've got here.
I'm just here pulling up my pants. I don't know what you're talking about.
is this guy?
There we go. I wrote it on his breastplate. It's Trauma Team.
Mama.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, you guys don't recognize that immaculate helmet, dude? The Trauma Team helmet's insanely cool.
Honestly, I recognize Trauma Team from like their color palette, and I've never really looked at the details of their gear.
Dude, their kit is so cool. Trauma Team kit is insanely cool. But no, you're right. If I was doing things with color, I would be coloring his bodysuit teal, and then that would make things very clear. But I think that might be it for the drawing part of this stream, because my hand's getting a little tired. So we got this Trauma Team guy. We did the Devil, the tarot card. We did the head of Gundam Narrative, or at least we tried. We did a cat. And then I tried doing like the face of an EXO. Anyway. Oh. Let's exit full screen mode.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I am going to... Uh-oh. Okay, docs. Chat. Alright, so let's move that real quick. I am going to turn this off. So you guys are going to get a bit of a black screen. And I'll be right back. I'm going to put on the correct monitor.
While he's gone, you guys should all subscribe to my Substack.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, everyone. We're going to put that there, minimize it.
I see. I see Logan has adapted my habit of just saying "I don't believe you" to people who say that stuff is good.
That is pretty funny. I'm going to put that there.
That's my fucking favorite thing to do. People are like, Jacob, if you watched fucking something, what is something that like I know is going to be bad? Fucking, it's almost always like a TV show. It'll be like some dog shit.
All right, we're back. Let's see if the camera decides to stay on this time. All right, I guess, what do we want to play for video games?
Do you have
Sold
Rock-
at 2.
I think I might play a bit of Halo.
I was gonna ask if you had Deep Rock. You can rock and stone.
I have Deep Rock. I'm just not interested in playing it. I'm sorry, Inky.
Oh, okay.
Wow, I almost flashed you guys.
Is Sold at 2 still like in development? Sold at 1 was so good, but they split the community up too much by not having. So Soldat did this thing where like every time a new version of the game would release, it wouldn't like it would update in the client, but it was kind of like a Minecraft situation where you could like click a little drop down box and then pick which version of the game you wanted to play.
Right.
And since they didn't have the balls to like commit to new versions of the client, it split the community between a bunch of different versions.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, what's... I know, guys, it's real cheap to just immediately go look in the shop, but what is in the shop? Not much. Cool. Good to
Bunny.
Money.
No, I
It
said
looks
bunny.
like they've got the physics down and sold that too.
Do I have any? What do I? Is there anything?
Do I own this?
I guess I am working on some stuff. Get assists, quick play, team slayer, team slayer. Okay.
How many people are in this game right now? Is that in a community hub?
Let's see if my hand is too hurt to like. I don't know. I don't think the hand's too hurt. I think we'll be fine. Throat's kind of sore for some reason though. I don't know what that is.
Where the fuck is the statistics page for games on Steam? Where do I find this?
I have no idea. What the hell is a Substack? That's what happens when you take a bunch of bottoms and you put them all in the same room.
Substack is a website where you basically have a blog that is like behind a paywall, and a lot of like independent journalists and annoying cunts who live in Brooklyn have Substacks for various different kinds of reasons.
I prefer my definition. I think my definition's a
Yeah.
lot better.
A Substack is that thing where you're watching a guy bang 3 women in a porno and he's got them like stacked up. You know what I'm talking about? That's
If you
what
go
it
off my definition of a Substack, my server is a Substack.
is. Yeah. Honestly pathetic.
No, I collect them.
Big old. It's just like Pokemon.
Yeah.
Gotta catch them all.
I'm not seducing them all, but I do collect them.
One does not need to seduce them.
Yeah, you
give
just
them
have to
food.
have them around.
Just have them around, give them food.
Tell them nice things and like watch them forget how English works.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh shit.
Whenever somebody says a nice thing to me, I say I didn't ask, and then I put on my sunglasses.
Okay, that guy's plasminade got me completely through luck. I basically slid into it like an idiot.
Steam charts? Why do I need to do like a separate thing?
I should check what spawned on this. It's a commando. Okay. Every now and again, my aim is really clean, and I can like do an AR burst like that where I'm like on the guy the whole time, which feels great because I'm playing this on mouse and keyboard. So I actually have to like work for all my. I have to like actually work at my aim.
According to Stephen Greer, the Tic-Tac objects during the Nimitz encounters were human-made tech designed by Lockheed Martin. I hate to do this, but Stephen Greer might be right for once.
I hate to give the man anything.
Yeah, normally under no circumstances would I have to give it to him, but this time I might have to.
We could always ask my dad about it.
Yeah.
Let's not push that.
Except for I don't think, well,
I had to push it. The guy
I think
was
this is
getting
kind
OS.
of a, I think this is kind of a distinction without a difference, but my guess would be U.S. Navy and not Lockheed Martin.
No. This sidekick shot was good. You had just enough shields to like find the headshot. You know what I mean?
Was it Tibia that got a Steam release, or was it RuneScape?
I don't know.
Let me see.
I want to say RuneScape. RuneScape seems like it's more relevant.
Oh, oh no, old school RuneScape is a Steam client too. Old school RuneScape is unironically the best MMO on the market right now. It's not even close.
Ah.
I really hate the trend of people making it so that you can't copy images.
Wait, what?
It's like, dude, if you make it so that I can't right-click an image and copy it, all you're doing is making it so that I need to fucking, like, just take a screenshot.
I need to go harass River because they're playing War Thunder and it's bad for their health. Wow, Tim, what was your aim? Holy shit.
And I can aid.
Next time I die, I'm gonna send him a message and be like, baby.
Hey Tim, you know how in Hellier they're always talking about Pan and like Earth deities and shit,
Yeah.
and like the Fae, and the whole thing is about goblins. Okay, so in alchemy, each one of the 4 elements has like a spirit associated with it. And for water, it's the nymph, and for air, it's the sylph, and for fire, it's the salamander.
Right.
But for earth, it's the pygmy. And it's like a
Oh,
little,
no.
it's like a little guy with like a stone axe.
That sounds like an awful idea.
Yeah. I just love how humans have like just keep coming up with like kind of the same idea over and over and over, even at like the higher levels of thought. Like the alchemists were trying to unify the 4 elements, but the physicists are trying to unify the 4 forces. Yeah, everything truly stays the same forever.
No matter how far we go, we end up here.
Like we kept trying to get rid of like Materia and the Aether, and like both of those ideas are back in like slightly different forms. The Aether really didn't go for long. I think like Einstein was the one who like dropped the hammer on the Aether, so that was only like 100 years ago.
No, that's an old Greek thing.
Yeah, but it stuck around in physics because it was like basically as good of an idea as any for like what space physically is. And I think they also used it for shit.
Man, I hung out and took that entire Sentinel beam straight to the face. Good thing I had the
So, like,
glass on.
The Higgs field makes all of the other forces possible, and it basically acts as an Aether too.
Wow, bad. They haven't responded yet. They must be like fucking balls deep in a battle or something. Come on. There we go. Switch weapons.
Man, I hate movies. I will say though, I did watch We're All Going to the World's Fair.
Yeah, you watched that with Amy, right? How did that go?
Yeah, it was pretty good. There was some choices I wouldn't have made, but overall, I think it was good. You guys have like, fucking, I'm about to freak out. I know my rights. Thanks for explaining.
No way we're bringing this back, dude.
I need to get into Splatoon.
No, I don't want to be the death. God damn it. I choked. Simple as that. Fuck, we could have brought that back too. We could have.
God, the CGI in She-Hulk is so bad. Why is it so bad?
Alright, let's try that again. Sorry, if you see me if you see me do that, I'm like shift tabbing to get access to my Steam chat because River responded. So. Man. I did not want to be the last guy to die there. That was really embarrassing. But I did get a few of our last kills that got us close to winning, so I guess near the end there when I got my hands on a battle rifle, I put on a bit of a performance. Webcam's still working. Gumgurgul says, so Jacob, I saw you were playing the furry fetish game. You got something to share with the class?
Yeah, I'm making a video on a dumbass on a YouTuber. What the fuck are you talking about?
Which one?
Tribal Hunter.
I didn't even know that was
Oh,
a furry game. Tempted to play it now.
Oh, that one.
It's pretty good. It's definitely not like fucking extremely high quality or anything, but the fact that a bunch of people that all have like that similar of interests came together and made a game, like already we're in the realm of miracle, and the fact that it actually ended up being like pretty good, pretty like well made, is pretty impressive.
Fuck, I could have killed him if I had my aim on. Ah, Tim, you should have just hit him. Why'd you shoot him? You should have just punched him. You know, the Spartan punch is more deadly than any individual bullet.
Yeah, that would make sense. I feel like getting hit by a train is more deadly than getting hit by a bullet.
Not my best match, guys. It's taking me a bit of time to warm up, I guess. You guys should have seen me on Sunday. I did some private playtime with some of my friends, and boy, oh boy, did I put on a fucking show. I know it doesn't do much good to tell you guys how good I was playing a few days ago, but like, I was playing real good a few days ago.
You guys ever heard of a tree called Babinga?
Oh god. It's the Babinga tree. Fuck. Cam, I got away because I'm an idiot. I hate the Commando. I hate it so much. It's such a shitty rifle. Just give me just put a BR in the pad. God damn it. Team Neos, you don't play as well when you stream? Yeah, it's because I got a lot going on. I don't know, dude.
The birded pygmy so easily forgotten.
I played really well on Sunday because it was the first time that I had ever played in a group with with someone that I was really trying to impress, and I don't know, dude. I had that feral energy.
I play worse if I'm streaming. I play worse if I'm solo streaming, but if I have somebody that can like pay attention to the chat and then I don't have to worry about it, then it's fine. But playing a game and keeping up with chat at the same time does split your attention a little bit.
What I think is actually happening, Gumgurgul, is that the game knows that I'm playing against... It knows that I'm streaming, so it puts me against better players. I put a
Do
whole
you guys want to
magazine.
sign up for the Incel Task Force?
Yeah, I saw that too, dude. I didn't have a grenade. Why did I look down to throw a grenade?
What the fuck is that? Oh, that must be the giant... Fuck, what is that island called with the huge rats? Hang on, I know this.
How was I able to stay alive that long? I'm really mad that my teammate... There we go. Clean him up. Thank you.
I hate it when the internet, like, dude, have you, I mean, a lot of people have been talking about this recently, but, like, Google searches have gotten reliably worse. Like, they are dog shit now, dude.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Because they just give you... Because it used to be that they scraped based on, like, relevancy, but now it scrapes based on, like, fucking algorithm bullshit. So you just get, like... You get the immensity of the general population's ignorance, like, on top of what you're trying to search for. Like, biggest rat should not be a difficult search for Google to figure out.
Yeah.
Because there is, I know for a fact that there is one dedicated largest rat species. And I'm just getting a bunch of shit about capybaras, which aren't even a rat, so suck my dick all
They're
the way off.
rodent, but yeah.
I don't think it's the Gambian pouched rat either. There's an island that has them. Oh, I think it's the Flores giant rat. That's the one I'm thinking of, I think. Because that's where the Hobbit skeletons were. Homo florensis is from the Flores Island, and they have a big ass rat there.
I mean, I would say the reason why Google searches are bad is because of just whatever clicks people do first, and they usually just whatever has the same words the most often.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say that you've got the immensity of the general population's ignorance stacked on top of your search results.
Yeah, but that's the only way you can get views.
It's not
and
the only way it
ads.
can. It used to just do it based on relevance. Like Google would actually scan websites in question and be like, "Oh, this one's really relevant to what you're looking
Yeah,
for."
but that didn't earn money.
Predictive algorithms are hands down the worst thing that has ever happened to the internet.
Basically,
Easily.
yeah.
I agree with that. Yeah.
Easily.
Hmm.
That technology has done nothing but make the internet a worse place to be in.
Yep.
I think the other worst thing is just the general populace getting their hands on it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, what's up with my?
Also, Gumgurgle, you are saying I'm bad, you punk bitch. 1v1 me, I'll beat the shit out of you. Okay, guy got his hands on a battle rifle. Cool. And I have a commando to work with. That sucks. Okay. That's not going to be fun if we have to work against a team that actually keeps their BR player alive. That's going to be very not fun to deal with. Dude, okay, these... are these guys cooperating? What's going on?
They move as one, dude.
At that time, I just wasn't paying attention, which sucks, but at least I got him. I only ask because when I streamed, I was playing considerably worse than usual. I mean, I do play worse than usual when I'm streaming, which is very annoying. If I could have streamed my games for you guys Sunday, you'd think I was a fucking god, but that's not the case right now.
Active camo inbound.
My aim is shit. My positional awareness is shit.
Active camo available.
Jacob,
Yep.
I'm already 10 chapters deep in Fire Punch, and I can already feel the CB. The writing of Chainsaw Man.
Oh, did you start looking at it after I brought it up?
Yes, because I am running out of things to read. I'm stuck in one. I don't want to keep reading One Piece and My Hero because I don't find anything enjoyable out of them anymore. I just read it just so I could see the end.
Dude, when I heard recently that, like, after the last arc of One Piece finished, the writer was like, okay, I've set up everything I needed to set up, now the real story begins.
Another trophy for the past.
I feel like he just said that it was mistranslated at this point. Because this is his last season, or arc.
Yep.
Or it's either that, or he's pulling a really old idea of a lot of build-up and then a short action, and that's it. I don't know. I've been stuck with that, and then I don't know. The Devil High School one, Irimacon.
There was 3 of them there. Dandadan is a manga I would recommend. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you. That's not even English.
Power item
I don't
inbound.
like that one. I hate it with a burning passion. At least I think it's the one I think. Oh wait, no. What was I thinking of? Hold on. That isn't the one I was thinking of. Which one was it? There's... Is it... Doran? Hold on. What was the one that was basically just a rip of a My Hero and...
He's got a hammer. Of course he's got a hammer. Sorry, I'm really angry for some reason. I'm getting kind of tilted.
What episode now? 6.
In my sights.
12th century. Why does that sound familiar?
What was it?
20th century boys?
No idea what that is.
Whoa! I guess I'm lucky he did a bad job at that. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Way to victory.
It's an older. It's an older book. Maybe I'll look at this. as
Older
well.
meme, but it checks out.
The active
Yes.
camo inbound.
Shit. I did that wrong.
Active camo available.
We can do a podcast this weekend.
Yeah. Absolutely. I do not see why not.
Enemies below us.
Okay, Ammo and Curtis are in Moses Lake.
Okay, killing spree and a double kill. Let's go. Oh, a lot of boys here.
A lot of fucking boys come.
What I reload? Fucking boys count. Ordinarily, I like when there's a lot of boys, but this time was not desired.
Closing in.
I don't actually know how to describe it. I've actually been in an incredibly gay mood lately.
I don't know, I guess goes in cycles.
Yeah.
Do happen sometimes.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. When I'm in a game mood is when you all need to start worrying. That's when the shit's really going down.
The world's about to end.
I just assume that if you're in a gay mood, it's because, like, you've gotten that, like, borderline desperate. Which is weird, because you got Amy, but...
I can't imagine a fucking universe where it'd really be that bad. That, like, fucking 4 or 5 year period where it was really dark was a confluence of, like, a whole bunch of shit that wasn't good. It was like, I was working, like, a full-time job, a lot of which were night shifts. I was working most weekends. The overwhelming majority of my free time was basically all of my free time was spent working on internet content. Like, it was just not... My only option was fucking dating apps, and my entire personality just does not translate into dating apps at all.
Yeah, you were having a pretty rough time there.
If I would have been working retail instead of a kitchen, it probably wouldn't have been as bad. Because picking up women in retail is pretty easy. But it's a different story when you're working in a kitchen. I've never worked at a retail store and not picked up somebody at work. Out of the 3 that I've worked at.
Okay, so we won that one, but I had to fucking like sweat my ass off to do it.
I'm gonna slip out and watch
Alright.
some YouTube before I go to bed. Y'all have a good time. Bye.
But
I'm
are you staying or are you heading out?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, you said I'm a head out.
Oh,
Or are you just making fun of Inky?
fucking, I was just making fun of him. My fucking eye is still bothering me though. I don't think there's anything I can do about it though. I drank a rehab. I drank some water. I drank a Gatorade. I don't know what my brain wants from me.
There's some I don't know. I think it's just a day for not feeling very good. My throat's really sore. I probably shouldn't be talking all that much in the stream, but my throat's sore and it's a streaming day.
Have you seen the article about the report that the $1.2 billion metaverse project only had 30 active users?
Ooh, that's not even enough dudes to fill the office of people that made it. You know what I mean?
It is, dude. I don't know.
There
what-
were people in the office who making that project who were like, no, I'm not going to be in it.
all they had to do to make something that would have been popular is just drop the whole fucking Web3 fantasy. Just throw that in the fucking garbage because it's literally physically impossible. All they had to do was make like a better version of like a combination of Second Life and VR chat. Like Facebook has the money to be able to do that. To just combine Second Life with VR chat and make it better than both of those things. They absolutely 100% have the money to do that, and that's all they had to do to make a wildly successful product that a shitload of people would have used. But because they're fucking morons, they couldn't do that. They couldn't make that extremely simple play.
That's what happens when when there's no passion or like humanity in a project. Wow. My gun literally covered that guy's model. Holy shit. That almost got me killed. But that's what happens when there's nothing in a project. It's just like something that one of the world's richest men is like, make me more money. And everyone's like, oh, okay, I guess.
I mean, I think these fucking idiots actually believe that...
In like the Web3 fantasy.
Yeah, because the history, the thing that, like the context that we need to view this through is that the history of tech bros has been, for like the longest time, has been a guy shows up with a really good idea and does a bunch of psycho shit to use that really good idea to like disrupt an industry, and then that becomes like an irreplaceable part of society. Like Steve Jobs and fucking Bill Gates came in and like did all the fucking graphic user interface operating system shit, and that revolutionized everything. Then Apple came out with the smartphone, which is a new type of thing that revolutionized everything. And then all of the fucking social media guys came out and revolutionized everything. And then some of the like tech e-commerce guys came out and revolutionized everything. And then the gig economy guys came out and revolutionized everything. So like that's just the blueprint they're following. But we're getting to the point where there isn't anything left to do that to. Like, I saw this article that came out the other day about how all of the big tech companies are canceling their moonshot projects, which are moonshot projects are basically like R&D projects that are designed to do exactly what I just said, like find out what the next big revolutionary thing is going to be, because everybody is trying to like get on top of it at the same time.
Right.
And they're all canceling their moonshot projects because there isn't anything left to innovate. And like the rate of profit keeps declining, so like they're running out of money and they don't know where to go. But I think some of them are still hanging on to this delusional like Web3 idea of like, oh, we're gonna be able to fucking live on the internet, bro.
It kind of feels like it's all that's left for them, really.
It is pretty much all that's
If they
left.
can't make Web3 work, then like they're in a desert.
Yeah, I mean, relative to infinite growth models, they're in a desert.
Well, I think the big thing there is that, like, what I feel like a lot of them are missing out on is that if we get to a point where they're in an infinite growth desert, then all they should really focus. If I was in that position and I had to face that possibility, what I would begin iterating on, and what I would tell my teams to develop is I'd be like, all right, well, let's take everything that we have and let's
make it
start
better.
make it better and easier for people to use. We need to
Yeah.
take complicated programs and, you know, improve their quality of life, you know, make them more accessible for people.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. I don't really think we're going to see very many crazy tech advancements until one of two things happens. Until we get actual room temperature superconductors or quantum computing.
Enemy halfway to victory.
I think those are the next two things that we need.
But those are hardware.
Yeah. You would have to, like, quantum computing is still kind of a huge question mark. I don't think anybody really knows if it's, like, going to be reliable enough.
But it's a hardware question. These are software geeks.
Yeah, you'd have to... That's true. Yeah, these are all, like, hardware engineering problems right now. I guess you'd have to, like, develop software that ran on a quantum system, but that's after you actually get the hardware to work.
Yeah, like I'm not like a huge computer guy, but that's what's standing out to me is everything that you're listing is a hardware thing.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, the big tech guys, it seems like the Silicon Valley guys aren't really that interested in hardware at all anymore.
They want actual like egghead engineers to make the hardware, and then they want to be able to like use the hardware to make money.
Yeah.
It's kind of the crypto mentality, really. You know, like, oh, look at all these graphics cards that we can just use and put together on a farm to like basically abuse them into making us cash.
Yeah. Apparently the crypto community is about to make some big move with like some new type of... I think it's like a new type of blockchain that has higher security, which is one of the steps they need to take to actually make crypto like usable in general, because the security just isn't good enough right now.
I'm going positive. And we're technically winning. It just feels like we're losing.
Victory.
Because it feels like I have to sweat insanely hard in order to keep us ahead. I'm not even the top of the team either, and I feel like It's just that close that I feel like if I mess up, the team dies. And I'm not even at the top.
Gained the lead.
Holy shit. Did they lose a guy? I think they lost a guy. They got a bot. Yeah, they lost a guy and gained a bot. That's unfortunate.
Active camo available.
It's better than in Splatoon when you lose a guy and get nothing.
I don't know. The bots in Halo are notoriously pretty bad. Come on. Goddamn geography. Nice.
I never understood why the bots in... Because I feel like it would be pretty trivial to make a bot in a first-person shooter that was like, insane.
No, there are. There are bots in Halo that you can practice against that are really insane. You can set them to what's called Spartan difficulty, and those are allegedly very difficult. But those aren't the bots that you get filling slots in your team when you lose a guy. The bots that get put in your team are meant to be on like the medium difficulty or whatever, but that means that they just get shit on by like 90% of players.
Yeah. You'd think they would scale them up with the MMR of the lobby or something.
You'd think, but God, that's frustrating, guys. That was actually a good match, and we still lost. Well, I guess that's what happens when you use skill-based matchmaking. Is every match is kind of a sweat fest.
Yeah, that's one of the fucking problems. It's like, I get that they're like, oh, well, it's not fun for players who are getting, like, annihilated because they're getting matched against people that are way better than them. It's like, okay, you're right, that's not fun. But you know what else isn't fun? Having to fucking white knuckle every single match.
Yeah.
Also, I just don't like. I wish more people would just realize that being good at video games is not a personality, and you also aren't entitled to be good at video games. Like, both those things are kind of true at the same time.
Yeah, no, you gotta work at it. But, like, it is very possible to just play a game and have fun even if you're losing, although I find it's much easier to do that if I'm playing with friends. If my friends and I lose together, then I'm at least spending time with my friends. But if I play a video game by myself and I start losing, that's kind of upsetting.
Mark, I would say that, like, the mark of a game that's, like, truly designed well is that it's fun when you lose. Like, I played a bunch of Tribes Ascend, and I fucking sucked at that game and still had fun every single time because that game is so good.
Tribes is one of those, like, perfect games that we're never really going to see again.
Like, that is... like, whenever I played... Fortnite is another one where if you're playing it with your friends, you have fun even if, like, you're not winning.
I feel like most battle royales are kind of like that.
Some of them, I don't know. I thought PUBG was extremely boring to play.
I think PUBG is just boring and looks like shit. Like, even
Yeah.
back when it was the only game that did that.
Yeah, it sucked.
I was
don't know.
anti-PUBG even when it was on top of the world.
Blue Hole, I don't know how they fucked that up so bad. I mean, it was a fucking complete shit show from top to bottom because the main PUBG guy was kind of like a hack. Like, he didn't have a history of game design. He didn't have a history of, like, programming at all. He just, like, brute forced how to make a mod by, like, online tutorials, which would be cool if it was just a guy making a mod. But then he, like, got hired into Blue Hole to make the standalone PUBG game, but didn't know what the fuck he was doing. So, like, he didn't have, like, the skill set to be able to articulate anything or do any of the work. And then on top of that, Blue Hole was, like a really shady developer with a fucking sketchy past.
Extraordinary weapon. Active camo.
I mean, it's pretty wild now that you say it out. I didn't know any of that about. I didn't know about any of the development history of PUBG. I just thought it looked like shit and it played like shit because it was just an Arma mod. And Arma's cool for one thing and one thing only, and that's getting all your buddies together. That's getting like 80 buddies together in a mission. That doesn't mean the mission's gonna play well.
Like, it needed, so... It needed, the main guy needed to... If he would have gone into it with a more reputable developer, I think he might have been able to, like, rise to the occasion a little bit better. Because he clearly is, like... He clearly was, like, a motivated guy who saw where the ball was going. Because he came up with this idea before anybody else and, like, brute forced his way into it with the mod. So, like, he clearly was a fucking creative guy, like, had a good idea and saw where the future was going. So I think if he would have been taken in by a better developer, we would have seen a significantly better product.
I'm actually pretty happy with that kill that I did there.
I'm excited for the Callisto Protocol. Also, everybody saying that the Callisto Protocol is a bad title is objectively wrong.
What is the Callisto Protocol?
It's kind of like a spiritual successor to Dead Space that's coming out soon. It's supposed to come out in December, which weird time for that to come out. I mean, I guess it's around the holiday season, but you'd think a horror game like that would come out
Like now, basically?
like in October, yeah.
Like right before Halloween, so everyone can do the, like, fun Halloween streams or whatever the fuck.
Well, I guess there is a little bit of a precedent for horror stuff being released in December.
Is there?
Yeah, because it's a good, like, ironic time to put out horror media because, like, the vibes are higher. Like, pretty much every year now, you probably wouldn't have noticed this because you don't pay attention, but basically every year there will be a big horror movie released around Christmas.
Oh.
Gain the lead.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. I should have been pinging him, though. It's not fair to expect my team to just help me out of nowhere. I should probably ping.
What upcoming horror movies do we have?
In my sight.
The Exorcist remake in
This guy.
2023. That's gonna fucking suck.
This guy's not even that good. He's just doing better than me and winning our 1v1s, and that makes me really angry.
This movie's called Cuckoo, but the title was cut off, so I just thought it was Cuck. Interesting name for a horror movie.
I mean,
Don't. Okay, Google. When I search upcoming horror movies, do not tell me about the Marvel Blade movie. I will fucking kill you. Shut up.
you're like, yeah, it's a horror movie, right?
The Nun 2. I'll not. Ooh, hang on. Does Knock at the Cabin have Batista?
Camo inbound.
Yo, we might be in here. Oh god, it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Get me out of here. Get me the fuck out of here.
I'm convinced he
immediately.
doesn't actually make horror movies anymore.
Available.
M. Night Shyamalan? I mean, he never really did. It's like what you've got. Like The Sixth Sense, kind of. But there's so much other stuff going on. And then. Signs, kind of. It's got like that one scene. It's got like one or two scenes that are kind of tense. And then we've got The Village.
Yeah, you don't consider these horror movies because you're kind of a horror snob as far as what is and isn't, like, scary or horror or whatever the fuck. But to normies like me, like, they weren't especially scary horror movies, but They were still horror movies.
I would say so. I draw a line between like a horror movie and like a thriller, and some of the like thriller movies that are on the more like intense end of the spectrum are like there's a lot of overlap between those two genres. Because a lot of like M. Night Shyamalan movies I would say are like suspense thriller, which is like an inch away from horror if it's at the more extreme end of the spectrum. Horror movies are going through a really interesting metamorphosis right now because there's only two ways that you can get a movie made. You can either attach it to an IP that already exists, or you can market it as a horror movie.
That shit sucks, by the way. I hate that so much.
Those are the only two ways that you can get movies made now. So you've got guys like the Midsummer dude, who is like making movies like Midsummer that are like marketed as a horror movie but aren't really. And then a lot of shows like the dude who did Haunting of Hill House and that other one. It's like if you watch Haunting of Hill House, it's like, yeah, there's horror imagery in it and there's like scares, but it's really fucking obvious that the point of Haunting of Hill House is like not the horror stuff at all, and that like it very easily could have been a show without it.
I don't know how many more of these like within 4 kills of each other games I got left in me, chat. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I might have to switch to something different soon.
Woob boob.
You know what? We're not even gonna do this one. I'm gonna switch to something else. I can already tell. I'm just not gonna have a fun time. The skill based matchmaking is being way too aggressive with me right now. I'm not in the mood for it. So we're gonna play something
It's crazy
else.
how much of a fluctuation you get. Like sometimes I'll just get unlucky in Splatoon, or like I'll be playing a little bit too tired and go on like a huge losing streak, and then I'll like come back the next day and start doing games again in like a lower MMR bracket and just like completely annihilate like hard carry 5 games in a row. Like just the difference in like a day where you're playing your best and a day where you're playing like not the best, it's pretty crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, it's, I don't know. Halo is a lot like that. I have days where I'm hard carrying everything around me, and then I have days where I'm just fucking, I cannot catch a break. No matter how hard I play, no matter how hard I sweat, no matter what I do, I'm like losing games that have only like 3 kills apart. And it's really frustrating to deal with. Saying my arts, it's time to play Among Us. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you just for suggesting it.
A guy on the DMT Reddit. How do you know you broke through? You'll know. like I don't think there's gonna be any question.
Like you'll figure it out.
The first comment is, "How do you know when you've had an orgasm?" Trust me, you'll know.
Okay. Apparently they buffed Sixth Sense. Now literally everyone can do it. Oh, God. There we go. Whatever. Activate that one. Leave me alone. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this. I have a lot of experience in World of Tanks. So because all commanders now just have access to Sixth Sense, just period, I can give all my commanders other shit. Because that's just something that they all have now. Okay. If that's what's going on, I guess. Alright, well, let's hop in the Chaffee and get some fucking XP. Let's play the game.
All right, time to look at this guy's tier list for maps in Splatoon 3 and judge him. How are you going to put Mahi Mahi Resort in A tier? You should be permanently. You should be in jail.
Are you sitting here like you should be like surgically altered?
Yeah,
Neutered.
Mahi
That's the
Mahi
word.
Mahi Mahi Resort is notorious for being like the worst map in the game right now. He does have the fucking underpass one in D tier, which is also accurate. That map is a fucking nightmare. The entire thing, it's a choke point with literally no flanking options. It sucks. It is a nightmare.
I don't know how familiar you guys are with World of Tanks, but it's low key kind of a mech game, like a mecha game as opposed to a tank game. If I'm being real with you, it's like a really arcadey tank game, but it's like got a lot of mechanical detail and it's very fun to play, I think. Ugh. And I'm playing a scout, so now we just chill here for a bit. For those who don't know, it's a no respawn game mode or game type or video game. Sorry, there's no respawns in the game. You queue in a match in your vehicle, and you are in the match in your vehicle. And uh-oh. Oh, please someone shoot him. If I shoot him, it'll give away my position. Except they all know where I am already because he spotted me because no one's in a position to shoot him. That's artillery. There's a couple of artillery pieces per team, usually. I don't like it. I don't like artillery, but they are kind of... They do kind of serve like a niche. They are kind of like a necessary thing to have around sometimes. Most of the time, they're just annoying, but very occasionally, like, you'll be in a position where, like, only artillery can, like, break the deadlock. So, like, they're annoying, but they're kind of a necessary annoyance.
Dude, Dracula's armor from the Bram Stoker's Dracula movie is one of the most insane armor designs that Hollywood has ever come up with.
You're talking about the one that looks like a red muscle suit, basically?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a skinned man or something.
Like, I don't know what...
Let's go help out on this flank.
Like, I don't know what material that would be made out of.
Just metal. It's just shaped metal.
Yeah, I guess it could be shaped metal.
Oh my god. Wow, I did not realize that they were just looking right at me from there. Uh-oh. I made a bad call. I'm about to die here. Tim made a bad move.
I guess... So, hang on. What?
Man, I should have stayed where I was on the right flank and helped out there.
So, Dracula... The Legend of Dracula is loosely based on Vlad the Impaler.
Yes.
And he was around in the mid 1400s.
Are you asking me or are you reading that out loud?
No, I'm reading it.
Wow, that was a long shot, dude.
I'm trying to think of if somebody was going to make armor that elaborate at the time, what hoops would they have to jump through to get it to work?
It's not the most unrealistic armor for its time.
Yeah, because there's definitely like now that I'm thinking about it, there's definitely like some really fucking ornate shit that was made around that time.
The 1500s, the 15 and 1600s was kind of like the last gasp of like really, really like
Yeah.
crazy, fancy like art, special armor. So that armor set it's about the right time. They're doing like gothic plate style.
Yeah. I think painting it red honestly would be the hardest part.
That's just a lacquer. That's not that hard.
Because I know that red is a difficult color to get your hands on because all the stuff that like creates red pigments it's hard to get.
Yeah.
But if you were like the guy, you could probably afford it.
So that wasn't an especially good game. Let's see if we can get a better one. I could jump on the Valentine and just bully people. It'd be kind of funny. Yeah, sure, why not? Wait, hold on. What is this thing harassing me about? Is there like a new battle pass out or something that wants to... Yeah... I don't... Hills of Tuscany, The Price of Freedom, and Best Roll. Whatever, I'll go with the French one. I don't know what they're doing here, but I don't know what like the theme of this particular pass is, but whatever. I'll go with the French one. Why not? I don't have a lot of French tanks, but those other two guys look like like an Italian and like a Turk, and I don't like either of those dudes.
Fucking poor Italians, dude. I will say though, I was bowling next to an Italian guy in Pennsylvania, and that guy was really annoying.
Oh, I remember that guy. Jesus Christ. That insanely loud dude just would not shut the fuck up.
That dude was like so like that guy was like out of a movie Italian.
Yeah, he was like a walking stereotype Italian. Like if I had seen him in the Jersey Shore, I would have accused them of like making up a character.
Yeah, exactly.
That dude was unfortunate. Yeah, no, I agree. The gamers aren't like owed success, but goddamn, is it like really annoying when a game that you love just is not treating you very well, and like you kind of have to step away for a bit, and like I want to play right now though. Like I would love to play Halo and have a good time in Halo right now, but at the moment it's just not letting me. So like I have to step away from it, and that sucks. I don't really have a better way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like the game doesn't owe me success, but god damn it, do I wish it would have just fucking given me a couple, or helped me out a little bit. There's a couple of games there where I was going like really positive and doing and like working very hard, and I just could not get it to cooperate.
Always fucking drives me crazy whenever like the next game that comes out, it's like marketed as being difficult, whether it's like a FromSoft game or like the successor to that, and you always get the fucking round of like hack clickbait articles where it's like, how come these games still have an easy mode? It's like you would not say this about any other form of media.
Yeah.
Like you would not say like
it was not because it wasn't designed to.
Yeah, you wouldn't say like why doesn't fucking this this like Cormac McCarthy novel have a less depressing version?
I'm
Like,
about to die.
It's insane logic.
I'm absolutely about to die. I'm not going to survive this one, boys. There's a lot of enemy vehicles coming up. Oh,
There's a lot of fucking weird logic that people start, that people try to apply to video games that is just absurd.
The only thing that's saved me so far is that the armor on this vehicle is fucking absurd. That body of yours is absurd.
God, dude, that shit was awesome.
Oh my god, I actually got a kill out of this situation. I thought I was gonna die the whole time. I mean, I'm gonna die, but like, I thought I was gonna die without getting a kill. I'm getting
Everybody-
a couple of kills. Dude, we won that last game? No way. That just came back as a victory. What the fuck? What were you saying, Jacob? I'm sorry.
Everybody who was like unironically making fun of Adam Levine's fucking leaked horny texts, I would love to see what they sound like when they're doing it.
Yeah, it's no one's
Because, like,
no one
'cause they
sounds
are,
hot.
like, it is funny. Like, obviously, I'm not saying that it's not funny because it objectively is. But what I also am saying is that if you were to go through literally any human being's phone and post their fucking horny text, they would always be the dumbest shit ever and be funny. Like, not one human being does that shit and sounds cool.
Like if I were to post my DMs right now, because I do have a
Yeah.
couple of DMs that certainly qualify as a good deal of horny posting.
Yeah, it wouldn't be good.
Like, yeah, I guarantee you guys, it would not be the most impressive thing you've ever seen. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
literally the equivalent. It's literally the equivalent of if like you were just like right in the middle of like hard fucking somebody and somebody like kicked down your door and like took a Polaroid. Like it's the text equivalent of that. Like it's never going to look good.
Like, yeah, you two are both having a great time. It feels incredible. Guarantee if you took an objective outsider's look, you might not look that hot.
Yeah.
Not everyone always looks super hot all the time. And you know, when you're sexting, you're not always gonna come across as like a fucking Casanova. I know I don't.
That blood that goes into your penis rushes directly out of your brain. That's the organ that gets fucking deprioritized first.
Literally, the only advantage I have there is that when I am doing that, when I am sexting someone like that, odds are they also have a similar amount of blood out of their brain and in their penis, so they don't care. They're like, yeah, this rocks. Because we're both kind of dumb. I have no idea where to go on this map as a heavy tank. I hate this map so much. I don't know where to go. This sucks. We'll figure it out. Oh, right. The commander lines in this tank are really dumb because I'm using Chuck Norris as my commander in this tank. Because when you got Chuck Norris, he came with a shit ton of commander skills. So like, you're literally like playing at a disadvantage if you didn't put him in at least one of your tanks. It just means that in that tank, now you have to listen to Chuck Norris. Sorry about that. And for me, that tank is my T-29. Oh, wow. Holy shit. He got ammo racked. He got hit right in the ammunition, had an awful percentage roll, and it blew up all of his health point and all of his hit points in one go. God damn. My man. Oh, this isn't good. This is not a good... Oh, I gotta get in there, and even then, that's not gonna be a good thing. Dude, why are people just shooting gold? You don't have to shoot gold every... It's a tier 7... It's a tier... Okay, well, there are some tier 9 guys here, I guess. Oh, fucking Christ. I'm in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. This sucks. Tim is cracked at the tank game. No, I'm really not. I'm like passable at the tank game. And I'm having some bad matches right now. I'm not performing as well as I'd like. Story of my fucking life, dude.
The fuck? Dude, this guy is making a first-person shooter indie game.
Oh, is it the one that looks like it's from a from a helmet cam?
Yeah, it looks like it's from a body cam. That shit looks nuts.
Dude, it's so cool.
What the fuck?
That
I
shit looks
actually,
so
like,
awesome.
I actually thought that was body cam footage for a second.
Oh yeah, dude.
Because the lighting is so good. That is nuts.
That shit looks so cool. Some people are like, yo, this guy just fucking murdered a dude and is passing it off as video game footage.
Dude, seriously.
We won the past 2 games I've been in, even though I personally didn't do well in them, so I'll take that at least.
I like to follow people that are doing indie game stuff. Oh man, I think I might just kind of make it work tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'll get the beef stew ready. Because I'm not going to be as busy tomorrow as I was today.
Where the fuck is... Oh. Is there even anywhere I can aim on this guy and go through? No, it doesn't matter. I was at the bottom of the tier list in that match, so sometimes you just get put in games where you're like low spawn, basically. God, dude, what? This is incredibly frustrating. I'm sitting here trying to have a good time streaming for you guys, and it doesn't seem like I'm... Okay, I'm not in the mood for all the tanks, so that's not the game. Oh, what am I... Okay. I don't know, Destiny, maybe? Play some Gambit or something?
When did Philip Corso die? 1998? Hey, here's a deathbed confession from Colonel Philip Corso. Are you ready?
Yeah, hit me.
He said this in 1998, which is the year that he died. Let there be no doubt, alien technology harvested from the infamous saucer crash in Roswell, New Mexico in July of 1947 led directly to the development of the integrated circuit chip, laser and fiber optic technologies, particle beams, electromagnetic propulsion systems, depleted uranium projectiles, stealth capabilities, and many others. How do I know? I was in charge. I think the kids on this planet are wise to the truth, and I think we ought to give it to them. I think they deserve it.
Hey, man, if he knows what he's talking about. All right, guys.
Anytime you hear a UFO quote like that, though, there's 2 questions you need to ask immediately. First of all, source. Did he actually say that?
So, I don't think I've ever played Destiny in front of you guys, but it is probably my actual, like, basically most played video game of literally all time. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say that. Like when it's like, hey Tim, what's your best or your favorite, or like your, you know, Tim, what is your most video game? You know what I mean? The answer to that question, for better or worse, is Destiny 2. You know, Tim, what is your most video game? It's Destiny. That fucking Reckoner tag, I earned that bitch.
Can I go to where can you check your most played games on Steam?
You just check the hours of your games.
I think you can like sort them though. Oh, here we go. Advanced filtering, maybe.
Come on.
So on Steam, the game that I have the most playtime in is Grim Dawn,
Man, shit.
followed closely by Terraria.
Getting
Which is
back on-
weird because I really don't even remember playing that much Terraria.
Why would you need to do armor mod grinding? Why on earth would you need to do armor mod grinding? Basically, you should have like all of the mods already. They're
And
not
then
hard
Dark
to
Souls
get a hold
2.
of.
And then Dark Souls Prepare to Die edition. Astroneer is in my top 10, which is nuts.
I mean, we did play it a lot in like a brief period of time, and then you had to play it for all the time that you played it to get the footage for your literal 2 videos about it. Like, you didn't even just do 1 video, you did 2 videos, so
Now
I don't
Elden
think
Ring
that's
works.
like... I think you put a lot of time into it. There was 1 or 2 times where you and I played it for like almost a whole day together just to kind of pass the time.
I feel like I had more time in Mountain Blade Warband than 70 hours. That seems low.
You ever headbutt a cow? Don't. Use bullets.
There we go. Actual music. Okay, we're going that way. Get the hammer back. Get him.
Does Hyperlight Breaker have Steam page yet?
It should, yeah. I think I actually have it on my wish list. This is gonna be my hot take for anyone who's familiar with Destiny. Gambit is basically like there never should have been there never should have been a pure PvP arena like the Crucible. It basically should have just been stuff like Gambit. Destiny is a PvE game. The PvP mode is and has always been secondary. And like Gambit is way cooler a concept than just some tacked on PvP arena.
Oh, that's interesting. They're like adapting the dash movement system into 3D.
What the fuck? He just ran straight into me.
This looks like it's probably going to be Heart Machine's like magnum opus because it looks like they're combining the world of Hyperlight Drifter with like the increased movement mechanics of Solar Ash. I wish they had some footage of the combat
It would be kind of cool.
because I would like to see how that is going to work. You guys remember when I did a review of Solar Ash and basically had a whole section about how that game is a mushroom manifesto? And then one of the developers added me on Twitter and was like, out of all the reviews, Jacob is the one who nailed it. A peyote man recognizes a peyote man.
The queen in me recognized the queen in you.
If you've been on mushrooms, it's like the most obvious call of all time to say that that game is inspired by mushrooms. Like the way they animated the background mushrooms is like unmistakable.
Where's this guy at?
All right, I'm gonna get out of stream. I'm gonna go talk to Amy for a minute and then probably take a shower or something.
Okay.
I'll talk to you later.
Yep. See ya. Yeah, we're gonna just we're gonna vibe on Destiny for a little while, boys. gone. I gotta just. Hey, we won. I probably should have supered there, but whatever.
Where'd you learn to shoot like that? If you're ever looking to make extra glimmer, come find me.
There we go. That's better. And then there was one. Well, 2.5 hours in before I lost everybody, and it's just me now talking to you guys, so that's not that bad. I can usually rely on Jacob to be around for most of my Thursday streams, but Tuesday streams I have to kind of like harass the people in my server if I want like a co-host, or I have to harass you guys to be a bit more active. Tuesday streams I have to try a bit harder. I want to get a craftable version of the Battler the rifle that I'm using right now, so realistically I probably should be grinding Dares of Eternity, but I really just don't fucking want to, if I'm being real with you guys.
Vex on the field. Vex have consolidated their subtypes. Must be kicking the crap out of them.
That guy who's hosting the Gambit, the Drifter, the devs of the team just confirmed that he's pansexual, which is pretty awesome. As someone who is also pansexual, I deeply appreciate that the like dirty cowboy character is representing me. It feels appropriate. Shit. I get the hammer back. Hit you. Hit you. I hate when I throw my hammer at a guy and then he gets killed before the hammer makes contact. There's no one going after the blocker. That was very strange. See if I can make something work here.
Take out those shots.
Okay, well shit. That wasn't very productive. I played a little bit too passively there. How does crafting work anyway? Basically, you get a certain amount of weapon, or there are certain weapons that can be crafted, and when you earn a certain amount of them, you unlock the ability to craft that weapon, and then you get a single copy of the weapon that you can level up by using it, and as you level it up, you unlock the ability to apply different perks to it, and the perk pools get better as you as the weapon levels up. You know what, let's save the power ammo for when we have a few more stacks of the Slayer attack. Why are you guys super dumping him literally right at the beginning? That's not very... It works fine. The crafting mode is fine, I guess. I don't have any major complaints about it, really, except that grinding out copies of a weapon that, like, enable you to craft it out can be really annoying. This guy at? Got him. Not bad. Like a little bit of power ammo, but we've been saving up our power ammo for exactly that kind of thing. Where did that hammer go? Excuse me. Because, like, say you want to craft a weapon, you have to find copies of that weapon. If you know, actually, hey, I just got a copy of a weapon with that red border right there. That means it's a craftable copy of the weapon, like, or it's a copy that goes towards being able to craft the gun. Now, I can either use the gun and fill up this red border and attune it, which unlocks a piece of progress towards the blueprint, or I can just erase it. Bam, right? And then if you go over here to patterns and catalysts, pulse rifles, where do they go? Uh-oh. Oh, never mind. That red border didn't mean it's craftable. That means it gives you some of the crafting resources if you complete it. But here's copies, like here's guns for question. You see, I have the syncopation. I have all the copies I need for a syncopation, which means I have a copy of the syncopation weapon in my vault. This little red thing right here at the bottom of this Callus mini tool, and the fact that this says weapon level 5, that means that I've crafted this mini tool. I've crafted this Callus mini tool, and I can unlock better perks for it to put on it, because right now I have Unrelenting and Surrounded. That's an origin perk. Those are always there, but these two and these as well. You can adjust these also. You can adjust these 4 if you level it up, and it gives you like access to different perks to put in these spots. So like, it's a bit of a long process, if I'm being honest. It's kind of annoying. I don't know. I don't feel especially strongly about it. It's like fine, I guess. You know what I mean? I don't have it in me to get mad about it. But yeah, I don't know. It's just more of a grind, really, but it rewards you in the sense that, like, you can handcraft a perfect, 5 out of 5 god build weapon. Like, at the moment, there's only one craftable hand cannon. Or 2 of them, actually. I forgot, because the the King's Fall raid came out. But Austringer, if I get another Austringer and I go out of my way to level up the Austringer, I can make myself a perfect 5 out of 5 Austringer. What is? Oh. I can make myself a perfect 5 out of 5 Austringer that will perform exactly the way I want it to. I don't have to grind anymore for one. I don't have to worry about getting one or getting lucky with one. I don't have to, none of that. If you have bad luck to the point that by the time you've unlocked your god roll or your craftable like weapon, you've like fully upgraded it. If you get to that point, then like you don't have to worry about it anymore because you've got it. You can just make it. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but you know what I'm trying to say by now, I'm sure. If you have any questions about it, let me know.
That should keep your enemy busy. Let's see more moats. Watch it! You're shedding moats! Kill the blockers!
God damn it.
Allies headed to
God damn it. Movement in this game, please. There we go. Took me a little bit, but we got there.
coming at the ghost. Your invader's back. 3 kills.
Nice. Invader did a good job.
You just sicked a large blocker on fellow guardians. I can hear him scream. You're nearly there. Hostiles incoming at the cavern.
Yeah, we can't invade when we have the primeval up. That's unfortunate. Oh, they're on the other side.
Compromised. Focus your fire. Being invaded.
Where's the invader? The first couple of waves of damage you get access to, you don't actually want to dump all your best shit on them. You want to just kind of poke him. Use primary ammo, use special ammo. Don't use your Don't use your supers. Don't use your. There you go. Make him pop that invulnerability shield, and get a couple more rounds of killing done. Because the more stacks of Primeval Slayer you have, that buff you see on the left side of the screen where all the buffs and debuffs are, the more stacks of Primeval Slayer you have, the more damage you do to the Primeval when you actually have when you can. It's usually best to wait to save all your good stuff until you have Primeval Slayer 6 or higher, in my opinion. Alright, where's this guy at? Oh, he brought his machine gun out? Okay. Oh, reviving me. That's nice of him. Hey Tim, have you played or heard of Dishonored? I played the first one. The setting was pretty cool. And the gameplay was kind of fun. But I was really annoyed because they gave me a really cool, fun combat system, and then they punish you for using it. Because they give you a really cool, fun combat system, and they're like, oh, by the way, like fighting all those dudes, that made the environment have high chaos, which means you get the bad ending because you're a bad guy. And it's like, well, fuck you. Your combat system is great. What am I supposed to do with this? Not use it? Your stealth system is shit. It seems cool, but like, it's garbage. There's no depth to it. But your combat system rocks, and your magic spells are a ton of fun, and they give you give a lot of utility in you know, a fight. So I didn't like the game for that reason. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the gameplay a lot. I really liked playing it, but I can't say it was a net. I can't say I stepped away from the game being like, you know, boy, oh boy, am I glad I played Dishonored. I was more annoyed by the game, if I'm being real with you. Like, you can't give us sword fight mechanics and like magic spells that are that responsive and that cool and that fun to use, and then be like, oh, you're a bad person for using them. Like, shut the fuck up. I get it. You're trying to make a point. Revenge bad, hurting people bad. Boo hoo. Shut up. Big fucking babies. Are you gonna give me a sick ass steampunk setting with like a really dope combat system, and then like call me a bad guy for wanting to use it to its fullest? Like, yeah, I guess I was being a bad guy, but like, you guys are so pretentious about it. BioShock Infinite was a lot of fun. I enjoyed BioShock Infinite a lot. That one at least had a cool story to tell too. The like Booker DeWitt story was actually really interesting. And like the way they mess around with things like time travel. It was a very interesting, like, well done story, in my opinion. I know some elements caught my ass completely off guard. I didn't quite go into that game with my brain turned all the way on, as it were, but still. It caught me off guard in like a really pleasant way. Gameplay wasn't very good. It was kind of the opposite of Dishonored, actually. I didn't enjoy the gameplay that much at all, but I really, really enjoyed like the story happening. where's the invader at? That's the big question.
You're losing moats. Ice the blockers. Incoming at the ghost. High value target. Burn it down. Dirty. Enemy invader down.
Kind of kicked his ass. Oh.
Large blocker en route to the enemy. Feels good to be a bad guy, right? Your allies invaded.
Okay, hold on. I gotta counter this guy. Gotta take some steps here. Whoa. Oh, that's where he was. What on earth is he using? Oh, that's from the raid. I haven't played the new raid yet, so.
Your invader's back. 2 kids. Invaders out. You'll get 'em next time. If they kill it, they win. Portals up. Hostiles incoming in the capital. Almost there. Fill the bank. Summon a primeval.
Yeah, no, if it gave you a good time and it gave you a good experience, then definitely worth it.
Still win. Burn that primeval to the ground. Allies headed to the other side. Convoys 8. Now devour that primeval. Allies down. You're in the lead. Take down that primeval. Let's damage you. You're in the lead. Take down that primeval. Let's damage you.
Okay, there we go. He's invulnerable again.
Watch your back. Invader incoming. Convoys 8. Now devour that primeval.
Well, where'd the guy go?
Hey, easy there.
Holy shit. Did I just 1v1 him? I'm sorry, that's incredibly funny.
You're in the lead. Take down that primeval.
Sorry, guy.
Opposing teams about to
Oh, they're probably gonna win, though.
allies invading the other side.
Oh, please be a good invader. Oh, he's doing the work. He's doing the damn thing. He's doing it. Oh my god. Holy shit, where's the boss? Oh, good save, Invader. The Invader saved us there. Good job on him. Whoever invaded, you're a hero. That was fantastic. I think that they hit their own damage gate without killing him, so maybe we would have been able to do that without the Invader, but I really did not want to take that chance. So, that was really well done. Whether that was Lancelot or Cosmosky, whichever one of you guys did that, good job. I think maybe one more, and then we'll shut it down for the night. Good one or a bad one, we'll shut it down, you know. The thing about Gambit is that, like, unless you're in the relatively rare scenario where your team's getting, like, multiple times invaded by a guy who's just, like, basically unstoppable, and that kind of feels like he's just shitting on your parade. Like, if you lose a game of Gambit, most of the time, it's kind of on you. Like, it's one of those things you're like, oh yeah, you know, we lost fair and square. It's kind of what I like about Gambit, especially as they've been fine-tuning it, is that with a rare exception of when you're just getting rotated, invaded by, like, a team of guys who just, you know, specialize in, like, invading and making life hard, then most of the time it feels like a fair game.
Hi. Bring the sword. Think you can eat a hive night? These are the questions you ask yourself. Transmap ready.
I'm the one Titan on a team full of hunters, dude.
Drop 'em in the bank.
I feel like there's a sex joke to be made here. Oh, wow. Wow. This game gets really heavy on the particle effects and like the flashy effects, and it's definitely one of those things where like I know what I'm looking at because I've been playing this game for years now, and I have like thousands of hours in it. But if you don't know what you're looking at, it's very easy to look at Destiny gameplay and just feel absolutely lost. Oh, come on. Oh, that's the platform I thought I was jumping up to, and it wasn't. Oh, apparently I filled up my modes. I did not expect that.
Send the large blocker to the other side. Don't tell the Vanguard. Hostiles incoming at the cavern.
Might as well grab that one.
Watch it. You're shedding motes. Kill the blockers. Being invaded. Find them before they find you. Invader's dead. Keep pushing. Enemy invader down. Small blocker outbound. 5,000 sparks. Burn it down.
Ugh.
Hey, you're losing motes. Ice the blockers. Incoming at the ghost.
Jesus Christ, that thing moves so fast. Might have to change my mind on, you know, win or lose, because I didn't expect us to get fucking brute stomped like this.
Medium blocker to the other side. Your allies invaded. Incoming at the depot. Hold low. Bank and get that primeval out there.
Bang, 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 bang.
Invaders down, but they took out two opponents.
Nice, nice job. They're going to be ahead of us by a rotation, but or by a boss rotation, but that's fine.
Kill that primeval.
If we get lucky, then we can make this up. That was a good grenade.
Compromise. Take it out.
Oh no. They're dumping their supers on it immediately. Guys, that's not how you do this. do anything. I can't. I guess I can't be too hard on him for that. I've had invasions where I don't do anything.
Burn it down.
Where'd the fucking guy go?
Enemy team's about to win this. Fatal up the field.
Yeah.
And that's it.
No, we'll try it. We'll try another one. We'll try to end on a better one than that. We'll try to end on a mildly better one than that. I didn't claim all those things at once. That probably looked like there was a lot going on the screen there. That's a really cool mark, actually. I'm gonna have to keep that one. I've noticed that my aim is actually really good in Destiny when I've been playing a lot of Halo, because Halo requires you to have pretty solid aim on mouse and keyboard. The mouse and keyboard aim assist on Halo is really, really small, basically non-existent. But in Destiny, the aim assist, whether you're playing on mouse and keyboard or controller, is really powerful. Like, anyone who ever tells you that Destiny is like a really competitive aim-heavy game is just fucking lying to you, straight up. It's a competitive... Its PvP mode is really competitive, but it's very abilities-based, competitive weapons-based, positioning-based, and like being able to use the movement system to its fullest. But the one part of Destiny combat that's not competitive in PvP is the aim. Anyone can aim. Everyone can aim, actually. There's a frequent complaint that the maps in Destiny feel too small. They don't. Or they're not. They're not too small. They're perfectly sized. They're actually really well sized. It's just that everyone has a really high aim assist, which means that the maps feel a lot smaller than they actually are. If you were to take that same level of the same maps in Destiny and put them in like a Halo Infinite lobby, they wouldn't seem too small at all. Not even a bit. They'd be perfectly sized. Put them in something like a game that's really aim heavy, like Valorant. Or CS, they'd work just fine. It's just that the aim assist is so high in Destiny that basically everyone can shoot, and everyone can shoot really well, even if ordinarily they're not like that good at competitive shooting in games, I mean. So I guess I don't know if you guys have ever been involved in Destiny discourse or whatever. Something to keep in mind. Like, Destiny 2 is probably one of the very few games that where I think mouse and keyboard actually has just an abject advantage over controller. mouse and keyboard actually feels legitimate, not just better in the sense that I think mouse and keyboard feels better on everything, but mouse and keyboard also just feels more powerful than controller, because aim assist is that good on both M and K and controller that, because all controllers really have going for them is auto aim, basically. If you ever see me complaining about like controller bullshit when I'm playing Halo Infinite, it's when a guy like perfects me from across the map with a sidekick or whatever. Like, that's some auto aim bullshit. He has a controller in his hand, right? It's actually, in my opinion, the controller aim assist in Halo Infinite is really strong. Probably a little too strong. But the aim assist on mouse and keyboard for Infinite is actually really low. It's really low in the Master Chief Collection titles as well. That's not me complaining about Halo Infinite in particular. I actually kind of like where it's at. I think the aim assist in Halo Infinite is perfectly serviceable for mouse and keyboard players. It's just that when we're playing against controller players, it feels unfair. But when we're playing against each other, it feels great. I think that's an element of subtlety to remember if you ever hear anyone complaining about aim assist in Halo. It's like, most of the time, those of us on mouse and keyboard have a great time fighting each other. It's only when a controller player enters the lobby that we, like, suddenly we're not having fun. It just doesn't feel right.
Hey, you're losing most. Ice the blockers. Hostile incoming at command.
Damn it. Come on, Tim. Oh, cool.
Can't blame him for trying.
Oh, someone sniped him out. That's cool. Okay, if no one else is going to invade, I probably should, shouldn't I? Just, like, for the sake of, like, the idea that someone should. Oh. Well, he's willing to use a bit of power ammo to do it. I guess I can't complain about that. If they're willing to use a bit of power ammo to put me down. Oh, and I heard them using a machine gun and linear fusion on those blockers. They're using power ammo on blockers. That is, that smells like desperation to me. Not in yellow. It's probably in red. Yeah. That's okay. I'm using primary on him at long range, like outside of my range, and he burned long range power ammo to kill me, which not quite sure that was worth it. Let's get my hammer back. Gotta deal with this invader. Where is he at? Red base? No. Poor guy. Shit. There we go. Victory.
Burn it down. Take this man.
All right. And I think that'll be it for today's stream. I appreciate you guys showing up. It means a lot. I'm sorry that today seems kind of unguided, maybe. I don't feel very good. Like physically, I mean, not emotionally. Emotionally, I'm fine. Physically, I don't feel very good. So we got some drawing done, which was really the big objective. I wanted to draw. I really wanted to make sure that I got some drawing done. So I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for showing up. It means a lot. I don't think I'll be available this weekend. Yeah, no guarantee I'll be available this weekend, but that's fine. We'll play it by ear. I'll catch you guys. If nothing else, I'll catch you guys next Tuesday. Peace.